comparing being racially discriminated to being blonde and having big tits. Don't see me walking on the street, stop me to tell me you're too beautiful to be black. Bro, my mom is black, my brother is black, my dad is black, my grandparents are black, my ancestors are black. I'm black. What's up, beautiful people? Thank you for clicking in. My name is Mary Ann Mwangi, and today is going to be a very different video because I am going to be telling you what exactly it feels like to be black in Germany. I'm calling it a different video because I'm not going to be pouring out knowledge, rather I'll be pouring out my feelings to you so you guys get to know what it is like, or rather what it feels like to be black in Germany. It's very controversial, but just before I even drag this, I want to start with the fact that 2 days ago, someone went out on national television. I don't even want to call them someone. I will call them what they really were. A white woman sat on a talk show, on a television talk show, and went ahead to talk about racism. They went ahead to talk about the forbidden words in German, just like there's the forbidden words in English, for example, the N-word. They went ahead to say that they want to be comfortable to keep using these words because black people are just generally too sensitive, and they're supposed to somehow put their feelings aside and go ahead and allow people to use these words. And until this point, I was still trying to understand what exactly is going on here, until she said, if black people feel this way about us using these words, what do you think a white woman, a blonde woman feels like when they have big tits? And I lost my mind. My heart was so broken to imagine that someone out there would actually compare racial discrimination to being blonde and having big tits. In my heart, I was just like, no. These are things that are not supposed to happen. And worst of all, this is on national TV. And that takes me back to a few instances that have happened to me in this country. And I'm really triggered to talk about this because if I don't, I will explode. So recently, about 3 days ago, I am very much in contact with old people. I do an Ausbildung, or I do an apprenticeship training to become a nurse. That means in all my internships and all my practicals, I am very much in contact with old people. And at this point of my life, or the 3 months that are going to be starting 2021, I am actually going to be doing door-to-door nursing, mostly for old people or people who are at home and they're sick. So I have a colleague who actually teaches me how this work goes every door-to-door. So there's this particular house. I've probably been going there for like 3 days. So the first day we walk in, they say good morning to my colleague, which means good morning, and good morning to me, which also means good morning. That's the first day. The second day, good morning to my colleague, good morning to me. The third day, good morning to my colleague, but to me, da kommt wieder die Braune. I'm just like, what? Da kommt wieder die Braune just means the black one or the brown one is here again. I'm just like, where the heck did Guten Morgen go? Where the heck is the courtesy to see someone and greet them for actually being human go? What the heck happened to you saying Guten Morgen to my colleague, but when you look at me, you want to say, da kommt wieder die Braune? You want to say, the black one is still here? Or, the black one is here again? You know, these things just really drive me nuts. And I really tried to compose myself. I really tried to really put my head down and say, you know what? I would just assume this is not happen. I would try and act as civilized as I can. I would do what I'm supposed to do. I would get out of this house and deal with what I'm feeling later on. So I did go on. I did what I was supposed to do. And then I stepped out, just like every other normal person would do. And we went back to the car, and my colleague, who is white, told me, you know what, I really understood what went into that room, and I probably know it hurt you. But then she went ahead to make a statement like, I also have friends in Cameroon, from Cameroon, and they're also black, but that doesn't really matter to me. And in my head, I'm just like, you have friends from Cameroon and they're black, but that doesn't matter to you? Are you guys getting where the point is? They see you, they think you're black, and then they start to consider in their heads, do I find them normal or do I not? And I went clearly to tell her straight ahead, yo, listen to me. If you have to look at me, process that I am black, and decide whether you treat me normal or not, that's not a statement you're supposed to be using on me to prove to me that you're not being racially discriminative. And that broke my heart, and it broke my heart only for me 3 days ago to come across this news of someone comparing being racially discriminated to being blonde and having big tits. I'm so sorry. I really do not intend to be ranting, but it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart so bad. It breaks my heart so bad. And that takes me also to a few things that have happened to me over time in this country. I sit in a train. The one on my right is staring at me. I look at them, they stop staring at me. When I look ahead, they keep staring at me. I look on my right, someone's staring at me. I look behind, someone's staring at me. I'm just like, what the heck? You know, when I was new here, oh my God, I'm so mad. When I was new here, I really thought I'm just being paranoid, honestly. I really thought I'm just being paranoid and thinking everyone's just staring at me because probably I'm new, or because I was living in a small village, and in this small village, literally almost everyone knows everyone. So if you're new, I think it's just normal for them to stare at you. Until I went into the city, the same thing's happening to me. I sit in the bus, it's happening to me. I sit in class, it's happening to me. I sit in everywhere, on the streets, everywhere. Everybody will stop what they're doing to stare at you because you're black. I'm like, bro, relax. 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 I'm just human. Can you just try not to make me uncomfortable? I am already uncomfortable enough. And the thing that drives me nuts the most is someone will be staring at you, and when you stare back at them, they will stop. But when you look ahead, they keep staring at you. I'm like, what the heck is the problem? That drives me also to the fact about my hair. If you see my hair, and the first thing you want to do is to ask me if it's real, first of all, it's not. I'm wearing extensions. I'm always going to be wearing extensions. If that's a problem for you, bro, it's not my business. It's not my problem. And I don't even have a problem with you asking me if that's an extension or not. Do not touch my hair. Why? I feel like an animal. I feel like an animal when you just stop anything you're doing because you saw a black person and the first thing you want to do is to touch their hair. You want to know how it feels. Bro, relax. Relax. Don't touch my hair. White people, they use dye on their hair, they curl their hair, they do any possible thing with their hair. But I do not think anywhere in this world someone stops to ask them, why did you dye your hair? Is your hair real? Bro, relax. Just, my hair is like this and it's just what it is. I love it. You don't have to love it. And if you are entitled to your opinion, you're very entitled to having an opinion. But the moment your opinion leaves your mouth or leaves your body and is directed towards me, that's where my problem begins. Oh my God, I'm stammering because I'm so mad. So mad. But when you look at me and find me different and don't say anything, I'm okay with you, because I also see things that every other person finds normal, but I close my mouth, or I take care of myself not to make an action that will make someone uncomfortable. And that's all I'm asking for. As a black person living in Germany, that's all I'm asking for. Don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair. Period. So this thing just brings me also to, as you can be able to tell, I'm not as pigmented as my fellow black people, but that does not exempt me from being black. And what I hear every day of my life is, you're too beautiful to be black. Are you really black? Do you have one? Is one of your parents white? And I'm just like, yo, relax. Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you just call every other black woman who's black ugly? And you called me beautiful because I'm not as dark as my fellow black people? Do you know it's not a compliment to tell me that I look beautiful because I look too beautiful to be black? I don't know, like, this thing just drives me so much nuts. I just really hope anyone who watches this video and is white, I hope you understand these things. I hope you know how we perceive these things as black people in this society. Please do not say that, especially not in the name of a compliment. If we're fighting and you want to make a comeback at me, say that. Clap. Why? Because it's actually an insult. And if we're fighting, you can throw an insult at me. But don't see me walking on the street, stop me to tell me you're too beautiful to be black. Bro, my mom is black, my brother is black, my dad is black, my grandparents are black, my ancestors are black. I am black. So if you call every other person ugly, you're calling me ugly too. Relax. I don't want that. I really don't. I don't want that. Okay? Or some Germans, let me say some Germans, because it's not all of them. Some of them are really, really nice, and they are well traveled, and they're very, very experienced, and they know that black people are actually normal human beings, and we don't have to be sitting doing YouTube videos to tell people that we're normal human beings. But once you meet a bunch of Germans who are ignorant, and they will be talking about something a black person said on the internet, they will be saying, why don't they want to go back to their country? If this happened to them in Germany, why don't they want to go back to their country? First of all, I worked hard. I worked very hard to be able to find myself in this country legally. I'm sorry if your country is economically stable and you don't have to work hard to go to live to another country, but I had to do that. And you discriminating me is not going to make me kill my dream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Don't tell me to go back to my country because you cannot control your mouth. What type of sense is this? Where exactly is common sense? Bro, relax. Relax. We don't want that, okay? We don't want that. If you see me and you think I should go back to my country, think of what I've been through. I'm not trying to act victim here. White people do have also white people problems. They also have general human problems like we do. But you guys, at least you don't have to be fighting that someone's looking at you differently because you're white. So can we just stop this? Can we just stop this? If you watch this and you're white, can you just stop it? I'm not saying every white person is bad. Like I said, some of them are well traveled. Some of them are very exposed, very experienced, but there are also some of them who have no idea what it means to be black. What it means to be black. And this brings me to all the stupid questions that I hear all the time. Recently, someone asked me if I was born in a hospital. I'm just like, yo, wait, what? Did you just ask me if I was born in a hospital? Why? Because I'm black? Because I come from Africa? You think the question you can ask me is if I was born in a hospital? Maybe I'm also too sensitive. But I swear to God, stop asking people stupid questions. Stop asking black men at their workplaces if they're strong. Stop giving black men black jobs. Stop giving them the difficult jobs because you assume they're strong. Stop insulting black women because they're curvy. We didn't choose it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Oh my God, I really appreciate that I have curves. I do. Heck yes, I do. And you don't have to be telling me about it. The other day, someone asked me, warum seid ihr alle so dick? Macht ihr keinen Sport? Oh my God. Warum sind alle Schwarze so dick? Macht ihr keinen Sport? Directly translated to English is, why are black people or why are black women so fat? Don't they do any sport? Don't they work out? It's in my genetics. It's in my genetics. Nothing's wrong with me. Whether I work out or I do not, slim or not, I'm gonna remain curvy. That's just the point. That's just what it is. Do not ask me if I don't work out, bro. Before you ask all these questions, I know it's allowed for you to be curious. It's allowed for you to want to ask these things, but try not to ask us these questions directly. Go to the internet, read why black people have big hips. Go and read why black people have slim waists. Go and read why our hair grows the way it grows. Go read why exactly we wear extensions. Don't ask me these questions. Why? Because the moment you ask me these questions, it just shows me the first thing that you don't think this is normal, and it's not normal, especially because you're black. And I think it's 2021 and it's really time for us to end this. And I've never really been very sensitive to racism because I was raised in Africa where 90% of the people surrounding me are actually black. until I moved here and I felt disadvantaged to be black, and I'm just like, I'm just human. I have the same biology you have in your body. The only difference is I have melanin. You do too. And to all the white people who don't think they have melanin, bro, you should be dead from cancer by now if you did not have any melanin. You have melanin. I just have a little bit more of it. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. My hair is just curly. Just like some of you have straight hair and some of you have very curly hair. That's just it. I just don't get why this is a topic. Hallelujah, it's 2021, guys. Okay, let's just end this topic. Let's just stop this. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. Stop asking black women stupid questions. Stop touching their hair. They feel like pets. Stop. Really, just stop. Go ahead and stop it. Oh. See, I'm so frustrated. I am so frustrated. I have a terrible headache. And the only thing that's gonna make me feel better, if someone will stop staring at me in the train. I'm gonna feel so much better if someone won't see me on the street, ask me how old I am, where do I come from, what language do I speak. But the moment I say I speak English, you want to ask me if I have an accent? Is it not enough that I speak English, I write English, I understand English, I communicate? The next thing you want to ask me is if I have an accent? The other day someone asked me if I have Wakanda accent. I'm just, read, bro, just read. Don't ask me this type of questions. And if I can speak English, then I can. Whether or not I speak this or that accent, it's just English. Let's even go back to this. US people, Americans and British people, they both speak English. Isn't it? Don't they both speak English? But do you hear the accent of the Britons? Do you hear the accent of the Americans? Very different. But who asks them? Who asks them about their accent? Who looks at them badly because they speak English with an accent? Bro, can you just leave me alone? Leave me alone. Let me have my peace. Let me have my peace. I'm trying to work hard here. I'm trying to make my life better. I'm trying to make my society better. I'm trying to empower every other black person who is on these platforms. Trying to watch, looking for positive information. I'm here for you, every black person. I'm here for you. I don't think I can go a lot more with this video. I have a lot of other things in my head, but it's not good for me. I'm gonna get sick. I'm going to explode, and it's not right. So, my final words. Treat us like we treat you. Treat us like we treat you. And by this, I actually mean black people have nothing but love for white people. Especially white people, especially black people who live in Africa. If you think I'm a joke, if you think I'm playing, if you think I'm just making things up, as a white person, fly to Kenya. See how they will receive you. Watch how they will treat you. And I just don't understand why we treat you like tourists when you come to a place, but when you come to your place, you treat us like, I don't know what, refugees? I'm sorry, because there are so many refugees in this country, and it's unfortunate that it happened to them and they ended up here. But I'm just calling for the same treatment we give you. Really. We look at you just like normal people. We don't ask you stupid questions. We don't discriminate you for what you look like. And I was actually done, and I think I'm now really done. Just let's all live in cohesion together. Can we just have peace within us? Can we just treat each other like normal human beings? And before I break down here, peace.